Internet, wherever you are, welcome back. It's Koginto. Today is one-on-one live from the flight, and here the machine is roaming, and we're gonna be taking over the game from this kind of the part. So keep it tuned. Let's go and I'm gonna be talking about where I'm gonna be landing. I don't know where I'm gonna be landing a little bit here, but today it's one-on-one for the history gonna be coming, and today have boarded a plane. Oh, something characteristically very nice. And this kind of the point I'm going to be talking about. It's a history going to be revolving on itself, and you're going to be making it happen because it has been a long time, a long way, a long journey for us to come at this kind of the point. So as we can just have this particular moment of us to fly. So it's now going to be taking over. It is running like Safari Rally. It's a little bit of my first time, and I'm now going to understand what's the flight mode on my phone, and that's gonna be a very fantastic way for me to understand the flight mode and the phone, and today I've blessed it to understand what's really gonna be popping out at this kind of the point. And I think now it's gonna be having its own momentum way and very high acceleration for me to vanish from this kind of the place, and I'm gonna be landing to a known zone so they can just make it happen at this particular moment. So guys, keep on subscribing, liking and sharing so we can just meet at the next stage, next point we're gonna be meeting, so as you can just see where am I going to land at this particular moment. And today's today, tomorrow gonna be another day. So I think we are just having some little bit of the corners here, so they can just have its own stretch marks and stretch way, so as they can just have now to accelerate to a place that we're gonna be heading at this kind of the time. Still, I think it's now called warming up, and so it can just get its own road. I think now the road sign is here. We're gonna be getting the road, so it can just vanish from here with an immediate effect, with no trace. Exactly.
Cabin crew sits for departure.
Yeah, departure. Exactly. So we're gonna be kicking off. Keep it tuned. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and we're gonna be meeting at that point. Exactly. Gonna be checking on how you're gonna be getting up. Today is today. Zambia is a little bit dry. And today I'm reporting live from on top of the air. Everything's so fantastic. So today the reporting is one-on-one from the airplane. Very much fantastic. So guys, I can now see the world as a small piece of land. And wow, I think the land is so dry. The land is dry. I like how this kind of the clouds are just formulative upside here. Wow. I've been wondering about how is the cloud forming. Wow, wow. I think now we have reached at a point of going. It's a little bit of a straight, and there's no much of the bumps at the air, so no bumps. So we have reached where now it's accelerating forward, very meticulous, so no bumps here. But the people are talking about their bumps up here. I'm not hearing any bump, and I don't see any bumps here. Very wagwan here. I like this nature. Very breath-warming. Ooh.
Descent, please make sure tray tables are in their upright position. Ensure your seatbelt securely fastened and no carry-on luggage is stored underneath the seat in front of you or in the right bin. Please turn off all electronic devices until we're safely parked at the gate. Thank you.
Yeah, after a long travel, guys, we're gonna be landing a little bit here, and I think still we are in 25,000 feet above. Very far away. Very far away. Airways, the new wings of Africa. Fantastic. But that's the nature. It's got a good experience here, and I think this water gonna be costing a lot of money whenever you are being given on top of air, and you are given out of we are now decreasing, we are now going down. Is it called decreasing? Something like that one. Gonna be decreasing down, and I'm gonna be feeling the tides, the bumps. Ooh. We are now going down a little bit. You can now check. We are now going down a little bit. We are about to reach the destination, and the good thing is we have to progress and make it happen. So much more. We're gonna be getting you in touch when we're gonna be landing, so you can just see everything is just running. I like this kind of the breath-warming patterns, and also the movement, how everything is just handled here, and the service is also very awesome and meticulous. Keep it tuned, keep it wagwan, keep it coming. Part of the nature. We are at the range. Guys, I think those are the irrigation farms, and this area they don't have any kind of the cloud like the far end we are from, and I think these are very big farms for irrigation schemes and much more. Wow, you can see how it's just located here. Very nice. Wow, it's a very meticulous city gonna be coming out from this. I think it's the one that's supplying the irrigation scheme here. Wow. I like this. You can see some oxbow lakes and dams here. Wow. This area is totally dry. Oh my god. I don't know how the river survives here. getting a little bit of an experience here. Even an airplane has a very good corner, so the other side goes down, the other side comes up. So that's the experience I'm just getting exactly. Now we are getting to the cloud, and the tides are now gonna be coming here because of the wind. I think about the wind experience here. Wow. I like now what I'm checking here. Very good farms here. We are now descending. We are now descending. They are using pie chart form to do cultivations here. I think so. You can see the 0, over, and the circular. They're using a pie chart formula to make talk about farming here. I think this is a very good city now. We are now landing to a city here, and now we are just getting. We are now descending a little bit by a little. Wow, it's a very large city here. Like here it's gonna be like a slum. Very congestion of houses. We are now shaking here. It's because of the tides. We are now descending down and down and down. Bumps. Yeah, we are now in the bump side. Some tides. Now we are getting to the normal altitude of now descending to the airport, which is very nice. So we are now getting down. So the more of the bumps that are gonna be there, the tides. Now we're gonna be feeling them. It's like when we're gonna be getting or ascending to the upper section here. But the city looks very big and highly congested. Wow. Corner. We are now getting a corner here. We are now sleeping to one side.
Cabin crew, be seated for landing.
Yeah, the legs are out. Yeah? We are now landing. Wow. Well, my first time checking the landing, how we're gonna be occurring here. Very nice. The landing. Let me check. The legs or tires. The legs are out. Guys, check out the irrigation scheme. They are using a pie chart format to do the irrigation of the large farms in terms of cultivation. That's where much of the food is coming from this kind of the country, and they depend on irrigation schemes here. And I think now we have descended very low. For an altitude for us to get down. Very fantastic here. experience here. And talk about in this kind of the street of the airlines. Very meticulous, very awesome. I like it. So now we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We have just landed at Lusaka International Airport. The local time is 12:10. For your safety and comfort, we ask you to remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain turns the fasten seatbelt sign off. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board with you, and please use caution when opening the overhead bins as some baggage may have shifted during the flight. Passengers continuing your journey on other flights may contact ground staff for any further assistance, as this is a termination of flight ZN 418 on behalf of Zambia Airways, Captain Mujala, senior cabin crew and the entire room. And the rest of the crew would like to sincerely thank you for joining us on this trip, and we look forward to seeing you on board Zambia Airways flights again. We wish you a pleasant stay in Lusaka or your respective destinations. Have a pleasant day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Very awesome here, guys. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. We have landed here. I'm gonna be checking what next from this kind of the pathway and where to head. Hey. Wow, good airport here. Very meticulous. So far as everything is in concern, keep it locked, keep it tuned. I'm gonna giving you what next gonna be coming from here. Take you such a picture, bro. Shoppings here, east, west and south, and yeah, it's highly congested and so many people in this kind of the street here. It's gonna be talk about the seriousest and also the busiest streets here in Lusaka, and everything is so fantastic this kind of the area. So whatever you can just be watching this kind of video from wherever you are, thank you very much for you subscribing and liking. We're gonna be getting to interrogate to understand how the streets work here a little bit. Today I'm just in town, a little bit the bushes today. No, I'm not in the villages a little bit. So today we're gonna be venturing into the town to see what's really popping out. Maybe we're gonna be outdated and talk about, we're gonna be talking about much of the things east and south. Today we're gonna be venturing to understand what's really the street, how it's gonna be giving us much of 2-3 things to understand outside here. Gonna be the fantastic module for us to go. Here in town, we're gonna be talking about east, west and south, and just this and this and this. So we're gonna be getting to the how is this called here?
Lusaka City Market.
Lusaka City Market.
Yeah.
Exactly, we're going to be getting to Lusaka City Market. Let's see how the prices and what are kind of the stuffs are being sold here. I like chitenge. They're calling chitenge. Yeah, chitenge is the fabric. Eh? Exactly. So yeah, the shoes is here, man. Gonna be very fantastic here. So it's one of the busiest streets here, so inhabited with much as people as possible here in terms of this kind of an area, inhabited. And I don't know why most of the people, I think about there's a time I heard about the president who was talking about people should go back to the villages and just come out from the town here. I think it was a good idea, because so many people are just congested into the towns here, and the bushes are empty. You don't know why. I've never seen so many people as this one here. I talk about where I always live, guys. It's a little bit different. Eh? Yeah. So we are in the busiest streets here in. Talk about like this one here. Yeah, very much fantastic. Wow. Yeah, people are provided with shelter a little bit here. Gonna be a little bit very fantastic here. Wow. So clothing's here. Hey, here my copyrights here gonna be coming. Shoes area. Gonna be very cheap shoes here. Very cheap. Eh? Expensive and cheap also. Yeah. Yeah. Gonna be checking the shoes here. Yeah, we have hawkers everywhere. They're gonna be luring you to go and buy much of the stuffs here and there. And whenever you hear they don't know you, they have to call you that way, so you can just make sure that you are just tangling with them to make sure that everything is just happening there. Everyone is busy, man. It's a very busy street also. You're gonna be having very fantastic things here. Wow. Second-hand shoes, bro?
Yeah.
Second-hand shoes, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this kind of the market it could be there at home. It could be called Kongoya market. Talk about Kongoya market.
Kongoya market.
Kongoya market could be there in Kenya. So it's a very big market for the second-hand whatever, the clothing and whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly. But here, you have said how is it called?
Lusaka City Market.
Lusaka City Market.
Yeah.
Wow. Inhabited with so many characters here.
Yeah.
So we have different kind of the characters in between, eh?
Yeah, because even people from the villages here come here.
Oh, villages.
Yeah.
So this is where much of the people come to buy much of the bulk.
Yeah, these are not people only from Lusaka.
So I'm gonna be asking a little bit of somebody.
Yeah.
How you gonna be costing? I want to know the price a little bit because your prices here a little bit are crazy. Yeah, not like the way I always talk about here. A little bit crazy. So we have women and also children and whatever is just represented here.
Yeah.
Talk about the clothings and the new trends. Eh?
Yeah.
Exactly, gonna be a very fantastic way. Hey, bro, what's up, man? Cool, bro. Yeah. So here we have even the spots here. Yeah, I think Mama Tandu will just spot at this one here. Spots. Very much fantastic here. Huh?
450.
450?
Yeah, one.
450?
One.
Which is approximately 3,500 Kenya shillings.
Yeah.
Approximately like 30 USD. This one here.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So what about this one here? A little bit cheaper? A little bit cheaper? Hey, how are you, man? Everything is good? Oh, plastic, eh? 65 kwaches.
Yeah.
Wow. Into Kenya shillings, it's gonna be like a half of that one, like 500 shillings there. Wow, I like that one. So what are these ones here? This one's here? Yoga? You call them mushroom?
Yeah.
You sell mushroom here? Ah, yeah. So to these ones here?
Yeah.
Wow, I like this nature. Mushroom area, very much better. Wow. I like whatever I'm just checking here, guys. A little bit, we are checking a bit how the this kind of the city market is just doing much of the work here. How it's just getting on. People. This is the fastest time I'm checking as many people as this at this kind of the point. I'm telling you as a fact, man. Gonna be so many people inhabited, so many of them. Yeah. Like this ones here. You guys? The men's one here. Very crazy. Yeah, gonna be good, man. That scarves here?
Yeah.
Gonna be scarves here. Yeah. And this one's here?
The cobra.
How do I call?
The
Cobra.
yeah.
So what is it for?